Fox News Saturday Night, where it is time to meet the panel. Say hello to Kennedy and Brian Brenberg. There it is. Hey, how about it? Weirdest thing for me about hosting this show is doing TV with you two on a Saturday night. Because normally at this hour, we'd be carrying Kennedy out of a bar, would we not?
Dragging, carrying, what's the difference?
Yeah, we usually leave her there, if we're going to be honest. When last we met, we were in Mohican, Pennsylvania.
That's right.
We tried everything to offend this crowd. It could not be done.
I was shocked.
It was not, like, at the end when you shot the puppy, I was like, if this don't get him.
Yeah.
But I think part of the problem with calling it the Slots and Sluts Tour is you've kind of lowered the intellectual bar.
I'm done gambling.
And we'll be back on the road soon once they settle both cases. Stick with me. So dig this. Bill Belichick.
Class action.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute. Here we go. Bill Belichick continuing to make headlines with his girlfriend, Jordon Hudson, who he apparently met on a dating app called Plenty of Daddy Issues. First there was coffee meets bagel. Now there's Ensure meets bran muffin. And think about this. He is 73. She is 24, which is a 49-year age difference. Yo, that is the equivalent of me dating a sonogram, okay? Imagine you go over to someone's house, you see it on the fridge, and you're like, she's hot, you know? Okay, but for Belichick's money, the age gap appears to have nothing on that thigh gap. Oh, man. But the internet is concerned that the former head coach is now an assistant coach after Hudson threw a challenge flag during his now viral interview with CBS. Take a look.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
Okay, as a guy who grew up in the 90s, this is not the worst instance of a woman cutting her man off. If you don't believe me, you've never met John Wayne Bobbitt. Jimmy. Jimmy, what are you doing? Seems to be a classy channel, Jimmy. What are you doing? But dozens of NFL players have voiced concern. Even Charles Barkley has taken time out from his busy schedule of gambling and strippers to weigh in. Watch the Barkley clip.
I will admit I'm a little concerned with some of the stuff that's going on. And I might actually reach out to him and make sure everything's good. But I am concerned from what I'm hearing because, it's not a good look right now. I'll admit that.
Yo, when the guy who famously bets $500,000 a golf hole is concerned that you're out of control. So my question for the panel, is Bill Belichick a hostage, or has he just found a new and creative way to deflate his footballs? Bang! There it is. There it is.
I was thinking about Deflategate, and I wanted to work that in, but then I thought there's a better name for this, and isn't it Castrate-gate? Wouldn't you call it this?
Oh, man! He did.
You call
He's
it
not wrong. Don't you dare groan. He's right. He's right there, okay? That was Alec Baldwin level. Do you remember when she cut Alec Baldwin off on the red carpet? And she's like, stop mansplaining, you're mansplaining.
I will shove this. I don't know how you say cucumber, but I will shove it up. What's the word for bunghole?
Listen, Alec Baldwin's wife, her fake accent is so annoying, Alec wants to shoot himself now. It's another... But Kennedy, let's get into the substance here, okay? Because like all girls doing it for love, she's accumulated an $8 million real estate empire since they met.
Isn't that weird? I look at this, obviously I have 2 teenage daughters, and I'm like, why would you work when there are corpulent old men out there with sleep apnea and toenail fungus who will just give you whatever you want? It's like misery, but it's like Kathy Bates with a snatched waist. I was like, oh, can I eat again, Jordan? No, you may not. You signed me over more real estate. And it wasn't just the CBS interview.
Yeah.
The producers of Hard Knocks came out this week, and they were like, we wanted to do a Bill Belichick season at UNC, like a new chapter in his storied coaching career, but she wanted to be an executive producer.
I saw that.
She wanted, like, editorial rights. She wanted, like, a final say in the cut of the show before it aired. And they were like, hell to the no.
They're like, yeah, how about you get a driver's license first?
I just like that Kennedy could identify the toenail fungus problem. You can look at a picture of that man and see it right there.
But what I liked is, like, she wasn't kidding when she said her daughter shouldn't work. She was like, girls, I see you studying, but more importantly, do you like old droopy balls? I love that.
I mean, it wasn't a hard no.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I say something in Belichick's defense here?
Oh, boy.
Because...
Speaking of hard no, brought to you by Cialis.
Bang!
So he got to go on television wearing that ratty old Navy sweatshirt, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like if he's able to do that, he must actually have, in a weird way, the upper hand in this whole thing.
Oh, because you're saying she wouldn't let him?
No, she had no say on that one. She couldn't veto that.
She was also wearing a Navy sweatshirt.
I know, but hers wasn't all ratty and beat up like his. He was telling her something.
He was probably clawing at his chain when he was tied to the radiator before she let him out for the interview.
I will admit to you, I don't think that sweatshirt was torn before he left the house that morning. I will admit that to you.
What have we learned here? Football really is a game of inches. And
it looks like I'm a wreck. It's in the hole!
What you talk about, Willis?